Hello everyone, this is R H Chandar from KP Classes and welcome to the introductory orientation session for GATE 2024. In this session, we will discuss about the details of the examination and also what our teaching methodology would be so that this orientation session will give you a sense of the preparation moving ahead with us at KP GATE Classes. Before I start with the details of this orientation session, let me tell you a small but important piece of information. We, formerly Career Revenues Delhi, have now transformed into KP Gate Classes. This transformation of our entire management and faculty team into KP Gate Classes will not only help us have a better organizational structure, but it will also help us provide you unhindered services for a better student experience. So, with that, let me begin with the details for this GATE 2024 session. In this orientation session, as I told you, we will first discuss about the details of the GATE examination, the pattern of the GATE examination, because for any competitive examination preparation, it is important to first get a sense of what we are getting into, what is the weightage, what are the number of questions. So let me briefly discuss that. And then I will move towards the syllabus and the teaching methodology, how we deal with this GATE examination. As you are aware from your seniors or from your friends, we've heard, not only me particularly but our team of faculty have been the oldest gate coaching for architecture and planning, and we are in this field for the last 7 years providing best results consistently, including all India ranks one multiple times. And probably if you are aware, me myself also have scored all India rank one. So I personally will also be teaching you a lot of classes here. So let me begin first by discussing about the details of this particular examination for GATE 2024, that is architecture and planning. So first and foremost, the examination for GATE will be a 100 marks examination. It will be an exam for 100 marks, of which 15 marks of weightage is directly for the subject of general aptitude, which includes verbal ability, quantitative ability, and also logical reasoning. So 15 marks is for general aptitude. In short, I will write it as general aptitude, but it also includes verbal ability and also quantitative ability and also logical reasoning from last 2 3 years. And the remaining 85 marks will be from the subject of architecture, from the core topics of architecture and planning. So that's the distribution for architecture, and GATE AR paper has this particular division. Now, the total number of questions which you have to answer in the examination will be 65 questions. You need to answer a total of 65 questions. Now, there is an option from GATE 2022. There was a change in the pattern, and part B and part A were created. And there's a lot of confusion still with a lot of students, particularly those who are starting their preparation for the first time for GATE examination, for GATE architecture and planning. So let me clear your doubts with respect to that, and then we will move on to the next point. So the distribution of the marks of these 65 questions or these 100 marks. So first 10 questions. So there will, when you go to the examination, on the screen, you will be having four tabs: General Aptitude, Part A, Part B1, and Part B2. You have General Aptitude, Part A, B1, and B2. For B1 and B2, you will have a box to select any one of it. You will have a box. You need to tick any one of it, and only then the paper will open, or the questions will be displayed for that particular part. So the division would be this way. For General Aptitude, you will have 10 questions. The first 10 questions will be for General Aptitude. This is mandatory for everyone. Everyone has to attend all these 10 questions from general aptitude. So it is a mandatory section. You cannot skip general aptitude, or it is common for everyone, you can say. This is a common part for everyone, general aptitude, 10 questions. And these 10 questions will give you 15 marks. 5 questions are of 1 mark each. There are 5 questions of 1 mark each. That will give you 5 marks. I'm talking about general aptitude right now. And there will be 5 questions for 2 marks each. That will give you a weightage of 10 marks. The total weightage for general aptitude is 15 marks, as I told you. So this is a common part for everyone. That is first portion, general aptitude. Number one, this part. Coming to number two, that is part A. Part A is named as common part as per the official syllabus. And as per the official syllabus, in the part A, there are total of 7 sections given for you to prepare for the examination. So part number two is part A. And this part A, the name is common part. Common part has a total of 39 questions in the examination. It will be a combination of 1 mark questions and 2 mark questions. It will also be a combination of multiple choice questions, multiple select questions, and also NAT questions. I will tell you about the types of questions also briefly before the preparation. You should have a detail of all these points. So that's the reason we are sharing this orientation session to get an overall sense. So there are total of 39 questions in part A, and the weightage of these 39 questions together, overall weightage of 39 questions would be 60 marks, which includes both 1 mark and 2 mark questions as well. So that is about part A, which is a common part for everyone again. Now, among part B1 and B2, this comes under the section B section. You have two parts, B1 and B2. B1 is architecture part B1. So let me write it as point 3, and this is as point 4. Point 3 is part B1, which is architecture part. And part B2 is planning part. Let me write this as point 4. So point 3 and point 4 have equal weightage and equal number of questions. There are 16 questions in this part, the total weightage of which is 25 marks. There are 16 questions here too in planning part, and the weightage is 25 marks as well over here. So you have an option to select any one of it. You can either select architecture part or you can select planning part. So you need to tick the box, whichever you want to select, and those questions will be displayed. And this particular choice you can make during the examination, at least as per the existing pattern till now. If there is any change in any pattern or any announcement from gate authorities, we will be the first ones to inform you about this about any change in the patterns. But at this point of time, there is no the selection of B1 and B2 should be done during the examination. You have a choice to look at both the papers. You can select this part B1, look at all the 16 questions of architecture part and see how many you know out of them, or how well can you score in that. You can also open the planning part question paper, go through those 16 questions. You can compare, and you won't have that level of time to go into detail, but you can have an overview and just get a sense of which is easier for you and answer that part. So you can either select architecture part or planning part, any one. And so basically, at the end of the examination, you should be answering a total of 10 questions from general aptitude worth of 15 marks weightage, 39 questions of part A worth of 60 marks of weightage, and 16 questions either from architecture or planning part with 25 marks of weightage. So the total weightage will be 15 marks for general aptitude, 60 marks for common part, 25 marks for the subject which you're selecting. Total will be a weightage of 100 marks. So you see 60 plus 25, this is 85 marks as I told you. So that's about the marks distribution and the question paper pattern. Please have no confusion before preparation itself with respect to what are the subdivisions in the structure of the examination. But before I move on to the next part where we will discuss about the types of questions in the GATE examination, let me tell you one last point with respect to this. Many students from a past experience, many students ask me this doubt or ask us this question that if I want to pursue a mark, say I want to pursue a mark from IIT Roorkee, should I be selecting part B1 while attempting the GATE paper? The answer is no. There is no such rule as to if you select only architecture part, only then you will get admission into a mark. Only if you select a planning part, you will get admission into M plan. There is no such rule, at least as of now. As I told you, whenever there is a change in any type of aspect or organization of this examination of GATE 2024, we will let you know and we will give you all those inputs. Stay connected with us at KP Gate classes to get regular updates on this. So that's about the overall structure of the GATE examination or GATE paper. That brings me to the second point of this particular orientation session. Before going on into the syllabus, a brief on the types of questions. There are a total of 3 types of questions which you will be having in the examination. As far as the type of questions are considered, first type is multiple choice question. Multiple choice question can when these questions can be for 1 mark or for 2 marks. Generally, in 2 marks, you will have multiple choice questions in the form of match the following, where you have group A and group B, and you need to match the elements or points in group A with points in group B. So that is multiple choice questions. For 2 marks, match the following. For 1 mark, you just have options A, B, C, D. So what is multiple choice question pattern? It is a question pattern where you have 4 options A, B, C, D, of which any one option will be correct. Any one. That is multiple choice question. That's the first type. Now, the important point to be noted about multiple choice question is the negative marking. Negative marking is the most important thing which you need to focus on during your practice, not least while learning the concepts, but while practicing later on. So, MCQ is the only pattern of question which has negative marking. If it is a 1 mark question and you do a wrong in it, you will lose 0.33 marks. 1/3 of the mark is deducted as negative marking. If you do not attempt the question, there is no negative marking for it. If you leave the question, you won't get any negative marking. But if you attempt it incorrectly, you will lose your marks. That is 1/3 of the weightage of the mark. If it is a 2 marks question, you will lose 0.67 marks for an incorrect option or for incorrect answer being selected. That is about MCQ question. Number two is multiple select question. These can also be for 1 mark or for 2 marks. And you can find these questions in any part, in part A, part B1, part B2. You can find it in any part. Generally, in general aptitude part, only MCQ questions have been asked in last 2 years, but there's no such rule that you will get only MCQ questions. Even in general aptitude, you can get any pattern. As per the GATE official brochure, they clearly mentioned that all these 3 patterns can be asked in any section. Multiple select question is where you have A, B, C, D, 4 options, of which either one option can be correct, 2 options can be correct, 3 can be correct, or all the 4 can be correct. So it is multiple select. In multiple select questions, there is no negative marking for incorrect answer. There is no negative marking for an incorrect answer, be it 1 mark or 2 mark question of multiple select type. You need not worry. The question, they will mention in the heading itself if it is an MCQ type or MCQ type. So you need not worry, is this an MCQ question or an MSQ question? They'll clearly mention if that question which you're reading. So each and every display, you will have one question in the GATE examination. And above that question, they will write which type of question it is. So you need not worry about the difference, how to differentiate MCQ and MSQ in the examination. You need not worry about it. Point number 3, the third type of question is numerical answer type question, which again can be for 1 mark and also for 2 marks. And these questions are where you have just an input box without any options. You need to type in your answer along with the sign. Like in GATE 2022, there was a question where the answer was -20. Only if you write -20, you will get your marks. So you need to type in the answer along with the sign. If it is a positive answer, then you need not type the option, you need not type the sign. But for negative answers, you need to type the sign also. So NAT question is where you have 0 to 9 digits along with sign, that is negative sign, and point, decimal point. So answers can be 0.63. So you need not write plus if it is a positive answer. Only if it is a negative answer, you need to type in the minus sign also. So that is with respect to NAT questions or numerical answer type questions. And these questions also have no negative marking. There's no negative marking even for these NAT questions. Now it is very important that you not lose your marks in negative marking. Each and every mark is important in GATE exam. In GATE 2022, for example, someone who scored around 42, 43 had a rank around 750. And just 5 marks above it, 48 marks, gave a rank below 200, around 200 to 250. So you see, just with 5 marks, almost 500 ranks can be moved for. With every single mark, you can move forward by 100 ranks, which will decide if you can get into IIT or not, or get into a good college or not. So it is very important that you don't lose any negative marking. So an important point which you can keep in your mind right away from the beginning days of your preparation is that at the end of the examination, when you sit in the examination hall to attend the GATE 2024 paper, you should attempt all the questions which have no negative marking. Don't do any guesswork, but use your basic concepts. So at our coaching over here at KP classes, this has been our teaching methodology for the past 7 years. We go to the basics. We do not give any formula. For example, if you have a formula in sound level to calculate the sound level in decibels, 10 log, say you have 10 log I upon I reference, there's a formula. We don't directly give you the formula and ask you to by heart. We go to the basics and explain you the logic behind it. That's the best way you prepare for GATE examinations, specifically examinations like GATE, which are not an examination purely based on by hearting or remembering things. It is also an examination which focuses more on your basic concepts. So our teaching methodology also for all the subjects is based on understanding the basic concepts associated with each and every subject. So anyway, so that is about, so we have discussed about the gate pattern and also the types of questions in the examination. Have to be extra careful with the questions with negative marking. I can add one more point over here, just 2 points. 2 points with respect to change in the pattern. Gate paper keeps on evolving. But if you compare GATE 2021, 2022 past papers, if you compare past 2 or 3 years of papers, two important trends can be observed. Trend number one, the number of questions with overall, if you look into all the 65 questions, overall number of questions with negative marking has been on decline. So the number of questions which had negative marking before 2021, that is before introducing this multiple select type question, that was more compared to after changing pattern. So in recent past, in recent times, there has been a reduction in the number of questions with negative marking. Number of questions with negative marking has been on decline in the recent past. That is one important trend which can be observed. Number two, second important trend which can be observed, at least by comparing 2021, 2022 GATE papers, GATE architecture paper, is an increase in the number of numerical questions. Now, many people or many students, in fact, there's a wrong information which is has been floating throughout in GATE architecture circles, that the number of numericals has been decreased in the GATE paper. No, there has been a 33% rise in the number of numericals compared from GATE 2021 to 2022. So the number of numerical questions, NAT questions, has been on increase in recent past. I'm not saying this trend will continue forever, at least this has been observed. So in your preparation, you have to strategize things accordingly. So if there are 12 numerical questions in 2021 paper, there were 16 numerical questions in GATE 2022 papers. So not counting both B1, B2 together individually. If you consider out of all 65 questions which you need to answer, 16 questions were numerical in 2022 paper. So there has been an increase in the number of numericals overall. So you have to remember these basic insights also in your preparation. So all these useful insights, strategizing things, not only learning concepts. So obviously our focus is on and making you learn the basic concepts at KP Gate classes. We not only focus on teaching you the basic concepts, but also will help you strategize your preparation, will help you give you a team of faculty, not me individually, a complete team of faculty, dedicated team of faculty will also give you useful insights into the preparation during the course of your preparation. Let me with that move on to the next point, that is the course structure, or firstly syllabus. So syllabus, course structure, both I will be discussing in parallel. Now that we have a sense of overall sense of the examination, let us try to understand the structure which we will be following in this preparation. So if you look into the official syllabus, there are total of 3 parts. As I told you, part A, B1 and B2 other than general aptitude. So in the official syllabus, part A, there are 7 sections mentioned in the syllabus. In part B1, there are 3 sections mentioned in the syllabus. And in part B2 also, there are 3 sections mentioned in the syllabus. You can have a preparation of complete 7 plus 3 plus 3, 13 sections, because I told you earlier too, the decision to select which part is something which you do during the examination. So if you are prepared from both the parts, part B1 and B2, so don't you can have an area of focus that, okay, I'll focus more on B2 or I'll focus more on B1, but it is not advisable to leave out the other section completely. There are 3 reasons for that. Reason number 1, the boundaries are not very rigid. If I give you an example, in GATE 2022 paper, there was a question on HVAC in the common part, even though HVAC is something which is mentioned in the architecture part in the syllabus. So you can get questions. So the boundaries are not rigid in the syllabus. Such deviations can be observed always in the examination. That is the first reason that you not leave out anything in your preparation. You should learn everything. Now, someone would have thought, okay, let me leave out part B1 completely. I'll focus only on planning part. There are not I just gave one example. There have been multiple such questions which actually fall under architecture part but have been asked in the common part. So there are such deviations in the paper, so you have to be prepared for such deviations as well. That's the first reason. Obviously, the second reason, The preparation, whatever coaching we are going to give you in in the next few months, which you are associated with us, this preparation will not only help you crack this gate examination. Obviously, our emphasis is on that, but it will be useful for your preparation for other requirement examinations, including DDA, ISRO, or any other state level RPSC, BPSC, all these state level examinations as well. They are based out of a similar syllabus. So this preparation will be useful for your coming years, the next couple of years, where you will be attempting these government requirement tests as well. And the third reason for preparing everything, as I told you, is the decision to select which part is something which you make during the examination after looking at the question paper. So if you have prepared both the parts, you can accordingly strategize. Okay, if you're feeling P1 is easy during the examination, you can answer that, or you can select B2. So you will have a better choice to make to maximize your score during the examination. So considering these reasons, if you so based on when you're starting the preparation, also if you have sufficient time, you should we recommend you to focus on all the three parts in your preparation. Accordingly, our coaching also is designed in a similar way that you can focus on all the parts. You can skip some parts under your self study, but at least the lectures you can attempt everything. That would be useful and also beneficial for you in the an overall comprehensive manner. One more point to add to that, I'll just give you an example, not just saying things. It is always relatable if I give you an example. Water supply, the term water supply is written both in B1 in the architecture part in section B1.3, and the same word with water supply that is mentioned in the syllabus in the seventh section of common part also. So water supply, just water supply, it is mentioned in both the parts. So you have to you can get questions of water supply from any aspect. So there are such common topics also. So and some topics, like for example transportation, it is in part B2 as well. Some part of it, some portion, some details of transportation are in the B2, some portion of transportation are in the common part. So it becomes confusing if you just follow the official syllabus. You can have official syllabus as a reference, but if you learn topics in that manner, you will have some transportation in the common part and again the remaining thing in planning part. So that creates a gap in your preparation to get an overall sense of the topic. So instead of following the 13 section pattern of the official syllabus, we at KP Gate classes have developed a 24 subject list. So we have divided the overall 100% of the official syllabus into individual subjects. So instead of doing it in sections, we will do it in subjects, subject wise. So in each section, there can be multiple subjects also. Like if you look into section B1.3, in that section, you have multiple subjects like water supply is also included, say fire safety is in the common part, but HVAC also is included. So multiple subjects can be in one section. So we have developed a total comprehensive list of 24 subjects, which we will be following for the preparation. You should all have this list of 24 subjects for your reference till the end of your preparation, even in your self study. So at the end of your preparation, you should be in a stage where you are perfect with all these, you know, the basic concepts, and have done the preparation and the test series of all these 24 subjects. That should be your target. So let me briefly explain you the list of subjects in which we will be preparing you or taking you through this coaching program. Subject number one is basics of architecture, graphics, and architecture design, which includes architectural standards also. Basics of architectural design and also architectural graphics. In this, you basically have standards, design standards, and also color theory, such basic concepts of graphics and also architecture design. Second one is history of architecture and including modern architecture. History of architecture and also modern architecture. Now, these subjects, we will share you a detailed list of this 24 list of subjects along with the marking of which subject falls under which part. For example, this first section, this first subject, this falls under part A. The second subject, some part of it, you get questions of this both in part A and also in part B1. It is more from part B1. History is completely in part B1, but some questions of modern architecture, modern buildings, questions can be asked in the have been asked in common part as well. So it is a common thing for both. So everyone has to prepare it. So we will share you a detailed analysis of these 24 list of subjects which we will be following for your preparation for GATE. Right. So for now, you can just get a sense of what are the subjects you need to deal with in this preparation. So second is history of architecture, modern architecture. Third subject is building materials. It is an architecture subject again, B1. building materials. Then you have building construction, where we focus on learning about the construction details of various, so detail of staircase and detail of various construction component, building components. So that is number 4, building construction. Then you have number 5, estimation and valuation. Estimation and valuation. This again is a common part subject. Estimation is one of the most important numerical area in the common part. So valuation also is in the common part. It comes under housing, real estate valuation. So we do estimation valuation together because they are like we basically categorize it under single subject. Then you have project management and professional practice. Project management, which mainly focuses on critical path method, PERT, network analysis, and also basics of contracts, professional practice part. So this also is in the common part as per the official syllabus, number 6. Then you have number 7, structures, building structures. Some part of the structures, the theoretical part is under common part, some part is under B1. As I told you, the complete list which subject falls under which part, that will be shared to you along with this video. You will get the list of subjects once you're enrolled into classes. So that is number 7. Number 8 is landscape architecture. This falls under the common part, landscape part. Then you have urban design. Number 10, climatology. Climatology again falls under, it is again a section which was, so there are many sections, many subjects which are included in part, in the common part, and also either in architecture planning, be it transportation, be it climatology, be it water supply, be it structures, be it history, as I told you, or modern architecture particularly. So there are subject, even valuation question, even though it is in the common part, one question for 2 marks was asked in the planning part recently. So there are deviations, and also there are subjects which fall under multiple parts. So it is always advisable to learn subject by subject rather than focusing on the official syllabus and those deviations in terms of boundaries and all. So that is number 10, climatology. Number 11 is lighting. Number 12, acoustics. Then you have number 13, which is building rating systems and also sustainability, ecology, sustainability, and building rating systems. Basically about green building and all. So that is number 13, which is the ecology and sustainability part falls under the common part, building rating falls under the architecture part. So that is number 13. Then you have the 14th subject, which is urban housing. Number 15, urban planning. Then you have number 16, planning technique management, which focuses on various types of surveys and those details about various types of plans in planning. So that is planning technique management, number 16. Then you have number 17, which is water supply. Number 18, you have solid waste management. Number 19, plumbing and sewerage. Number 20, fire safety. You will get this list of subjects marked with which part it falls under, but the order can be different. So there's no significance for the order. You just need to focus on completing all these 24 subjects. Nothing specific on the order of these subjects. The order in the sheet which we will share can be slightly different also. Number 21 is HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Then you have number 22, which is elevators and escalators. Number 22 is elevators and escalators. Then you have transportation, which is an important subject. Transportation. There's one minor subject of electrification, which we generally study along with solid waste management or any other minor subject. So you can write under any, so you can mark it over here, electrification, which is a minor subject under the architecture part, which we generally club it with some other minor subject like solid waste management or any other. So that's the list of 24 and 20, 23. 24th and final subject is general aptitude. You will have classes even for general aptitude part, mainly the logical reasoning and also the quantitative part. Verbal ability is easy and simple. So we will have the uh, study of all these 24 subjects, which covers the 100% of the syllabus of the GATE examination. So considering the official syllabus, we have divided the list into these 24 list of subjects, which will make a 100% preparation, including the architecture part, planning part, and common part, and also general aptitude part. So that's about the structure which we will be following for your preparation. Last thing, what are the services which you will be getting, or what are the resources we will be providing you for your preparation of these 24 subjects? Our resources, which are all of best quality, have been laid out in an incremental manner. So you have level one, so it is in levels. So you don't have you need not. There's a lot of information or a lot of content which you will be having, but we will guide you how to make use of it. So test series, study material, classes, how to manage between things. So the way we go about it is the first and foremost target will always be for any subject. You start with live online classes. It will be a live class where the faculty will be coming live and will be discussed. It will be an interactive class where you have your doubts, you can ask then and there on the chat itself. So you'll have live online classes. That is number one. You also can attend a physical classes at a Delhi center as well, at a KP Gate classes Delhi center, which is located at Jia Sarai in near IIT Delhi. So live online classes or physical classes, that is number one, first stage of preparation. If you are attending a live online classes, you will also get an added advantage of having a recorded backup. So all the live online classes will be provided with a recorded backup. All the lectures which you attend, all these sessions will be available for your reference, for your future reference till the date of the examination. So if you have any doubt in any subject, you can again rewatch that recorded lecture of that particular class. If you have any doubt in one concept, you can watch the recorded backup of that particular concept in that lecture. So you have that flexibility. So live online classes, if you miss any class by mistake, it is always advisable to attend live classes. But if you miss some subject or some topic, you can rewatch that from the recorded backup also. So live online classes with recorded backup, that is number one. The second thing, after each and every class, we shared you practice sheets. A lot of practice sheets which include GATE and mainly non-GATE questions which have been developed by our experienced faculty team, considering the recent changes in the GATE pattern and also the difficulty level of the GATE examination. So we will be sharing you a lot of practice sheets, questions developed by our in-house faculty completely. Practice sheets are homework sheets. So if you learn some concept, so practice sheets will be given for that concept. You can cross check, you can solve those questions. And also, if you have any doubt, there is 24/7 connectivity with the faculty. You can send your doubts on the KP classes app and you will get a response from the faculty typically within a day. So you can ask your doubts regularly on the app itself. You can stay connected with the team of faculty of us. That is number two, practice sheets and also homework sheets. Once you have done the practice sheet or homework sheet, then you can access a study material. Study material also is a comprehensive compilation of all the important topics required from GATE and also competitive exam point of view for all these 24 subjects. So you can access a study material and go through for each and every subject. Once you're done with the class, you can read that part of the study material. You need not sit and read everything with one go. So do go it subject by subject. So if this week you're studying subject of building materials, you can do the practice sheets of it and read the study material of it whenever you get time. So it will be in a structured manner. So if you follow this structured manner till the examination, end of the preparation, all the 24 subjects will be covered and you will stand a better chance to get into the best colleges through this exam. So that is number three, study material. Number four, again an important one, is test series. test series. So test series is basically where you have subject-wise tests and also mock tests, where we recommend attending the full-length mocks after you are done with the preparation towards the end. But before your 24 subject, before you attend the mocks, so there are sectional tests, that is section-wise or subject-wise tests, and also there are full-length mocks. Mocks you can attend later on. At the initial stages, after each and every subject, you should attend the sectional test of that subject. For each and every subject, there will be a sectional test. So you can attend that particular sectional test after the lecture. That is step number 4, test series. The Once you're done with all these stages, obviously during this course you will accumulate a lot of doubts probably. So you can attend the doubt session of that class. After these 4 stages, you will have 5th stage, that is doubt clearance session, where you can send your doubts to the faculty, and those difficult questions which many students have a doubt in, those will be discussed in the doubt session itself. Some doubts will be cleared then and there through the app. When you ask a doubt, the faculty will respond. But a common doubt which many of you are having, or something which is difficult to explain, such things will be discussed in the doubt session to make your complete preparation of that given subject. So for each and every subject, these are the 5 stages which you pass through. After this 5-stage process, at each and every stage, you have best quality, be it live online classes, practice sheets, study material, test series. Everything is aligned with the GATE syllabus, aligned with the changes in the pattern, and also everything is aligned with one another. Just like how your classes are going, similar structure. So if you are reading one concept of a topic of a subject, you can have the practice sheet of it. You can read that part of study material, you can do that part of test series or sectional test. So everything is aligned in a best possible manner. And then you have doubt session after that. Once you have passed through these 5 stages, the last and final, that's not the end, that last and final thing is class test. You will have a test conducted to assess your own progress. It is nothing to compare with other students or something. It is for your self analysis to understand where you stand. So the test includes a set of questions which are of GATE standard, some of them higher than GATE level, also to make you, because in GATE exam also you'll not have all easy questions or all difficult questions. It will be a combination. A test also will be a combination with a better percentage or higher percentage of difficult questions to make you assess your own understanding of the subject after passing through these 5-stage preparation. So for each and every subject, you'll be having class tests. Once you're done with class tests, you can understand your own positioning with respect to that subject. If for few subjects you're scoring well, you can understand that it is your strong area. Strong areas, you have to revise them at regular intervals to make it even more. So that should be a strong area during the examination. That should make that, so such strong areas will help you push your score, boost your score. If you're getting less in some subject, accordingly you need to put more emphasis on it, and if it is a high weighted subject, you need to put more efforts onto it to improve. So it will help you analyze your preparation course. So after the class test, after your performance in the class test, you can also get in touch with the faculty team and personally also me, where you can discuss where you're going wrong, what type of difficulty you're facing, and a complete team of faculty and also me will be available always, to will be very happy to assist you. Because personally, for teachers, me and any other teacher, the most important or the best motivation we get is when our students excel. So when basically if you put in your efforts, we also will equally put in our efforts. So we together will work to clear this examination with bright scores, best possible ranks, like we have been doing for the past 7 years. I hope this orientation session has given you a sense of the examination and also the sense of the preparation, or the way which we at KP Gate classes will make you prepared for this examination of Gate 2024. Thank you, and I hope to be a part of your preparation and make you score the best ranks like we have been doing earlier. Thank you, everyone.